woman woke up to a terrifying realization. She was imprisoned inside a pitch-dark iron box. Beside her lay a metal food bowl, making it seem as if she were being kept like livestock. Panicked, she used her teeth to tear through the restraints on her body. But just as she managed to break free, an alarm suddenly blared from the side.
Осталось 2500.
A small window automatically slid open. Laura hurried to the tiny slit, peering out to observe the outside world. It was only then that she realized she was trapped on the edge of a vast ocean, surrounded by countless identical iron boxes. A wave of horror washed over her. This wasn't just any cell. She had been locked inside a new kind of prison. It was the year 2052. As crime rates continued to skyrocket, traditional prisons could no longer hold the overwhelming number of inmates. In response, the authorities developed these iron box prisons, confining criminals inside and transporting them to remote, uninhabitable regions via drones. While this new system effectively relieved the burden on standard prisons, it was pure torment for those inside, like Laura. A screen on the wall soon lit up, informing her that she would be serving a 7-year sentence in the iron box. There would be no chance for parole. Even worse, her meals would be entirely at the discretion of the meal deliverers. Only after completing the full 7-year term would she be released. Hearing this, Laura broke down completely, wailing in despair. She sobbed and pleaded, insisting she was innocent. Her so-called crime? Public urination. There was no way such a petty offense warranted such a cruel punishment. Someone must have framed her. She cried out that she had been wrongfully accused. But no matter how desperately she pleaded, there was no one to hear her. Alone in the middle of the endless sea, her only companion was the cold, unfeeling prison system. On top of that, even basic survival was a challenge. Food, water, and hygiene were all immediate concerns. She tried reaching out through the window to beg for food, but it was futile. Meals were only delivered at designated times. Unwilling to accept her fate, Laura began looking for a way to escape. She tried climbing up, but the spikes above were electrified, making the ceiling an impossible route. Undeterred, she attempted to break out from the sides, only to be met with another powerful electric shock. What she didn't know was that her every move was being closely monitored by the surveillance system above. The moment she tried tampering with the iron box, a deafening alarm erupted, and the sharp metal spikes above started descending toward her. Panic flooded Laura's mind. Terrified, she rushed to the window, screaming for help. But in the middle of the vast, empty ocean, her cries were nothing more than whispers lost in the wind. As the spikes drew closer and closer, Laura braced herself for the worst, convinced she was about to be impaled. But just as they were about to strike, they suddenly stopped. This was the system's final warning. If she attempted to escape again, there would be no mercy.